And they've shown their full hand, barging in as quickly as they could. That was only 30 seconds off the clock before that first fray happened. And oh, Grixer takes matters into his own hands. He swats away Rafal. Shaiko's next one up. A grenade goes down for some denial, and he is good enough for that shot. And this is a brawl that will just continue to go back and forth.
As the pause here starts to set in, we have to realize there's 2 minutes left. Soniqs, they fully adjusted for the way that BDS are taking this. That drone gives good information, but Kansan wins his heads-up gunfight. In a 2 versus 2 now, as Kansan has been downed. Shaiko still in that closet. He's got a lot of playmake potential, and Kansan's back up. But the nade, it doesn't do any damage, surprisingly. Both of these BDS players on 1 shot's worth of HP. They have to land that headshot in order to win, except for against Kansan. But luckily, they still have a lot of time. And look at this, Breday's gonna have the plant. There's no one to stop him. All of the Soniqs are downstairs. Super fights his way out, though. In the post-plant, he's gonna be able to land the shot likely against Brid, but he's only gotta land 1 against most of these defenders. That's a beautiful shot on Super. 1 more bullet, and there's the second, not the third. Breday shut down by Rexen, and he will get that first round with an easy disabling in the closet of CEO. And the fact that he's made it out with his life is important. Shaiko has returned as the ever-present player. Kansan goes down, and another for BDS as Super follows Kansan to the grave.
But watch the mid-round here, because this was the same advantage that we saw come out from BDS. I think we might be a little bit farther forward than before, and this grenade will finish off Yeti. A slam dunk from Shaiko as Rexen now in desperation gets followed up on, and a skeleton key from Rafal. Grixer, who was the first one involved with any altercation, will now be the last one alive. He gives his position away, and he's very vulnerable with the nitro cell being tossed out. Breday cleans up, and BDS with a flawless round will equalize.
Also to prevent the defenders from denying your plant from above.
It's been a very slow round as we're over a minute in and nothing has really happened between the two teams. There's just been that exhaustive intel work. Some droning being done, but as I say that, Yeti sacrifices himself, hopefully for the greater good. As Rexen runs out, he catches 2, beautifully played, and he tries to go back in, but the Claymore gets him at the last second. Very susceptible to that. Breday drops, and there's the coverage that you need. Getting that diffuser down, at some point they're gonna push on in. Nitro cell tossed beautifully, and it'll stop it in its tracks. That was a blind spot. So now Shaiko is on the ascent, trying to stop it as best as he can. Pick him up, but Alems is having some problems. There you go. 10 seconds. Super is the one to be called into action. A 3v2. Super looks the wrong way. Shaiko wins that gun duel, and Kansan will need to clutch out. He won't be able to do it, and BDS takes the lead. It's
going to be difficult to time that and to keep your life while you're throwing those gas canisters. There's going to be another one for Shaiko. That's his 3rd. Kansan and Super still up. The potential for an ace is there. Speaking of up, Kansan is ascending the yellow stairs. He wants to re-engage, and it's going to punish him. Renshiro slapping him down. No ace for Shaiko, and he's going to be happy with the round win, I'm sure. Super trying to find a fight, and he will.
Seconds signal what will eventually become the execute, and BDS seem to be relatively far from it. Breday instead will go downstairs, so they're taking the fight to the basement, and Super will sound the alarm bells. He gets bodied as Alems walks into the site. A triumphant entry for BDS, as Breday will need to get that diffuser down. He attempts it, Yeti drops. Shaiko down for the count. Yeti swatted away. Renshiro taken as Rexen, Kansan, and Grixer all get in on this, and the diffuser gets planted. So in the post-plant, Alems and Breday will watch against the 3 young players for the Soniqs. Alems holding angle towards closet. One of the hatches blow open, and Rexen doing this soft destruction. He sees one from above. Down goes Alems. He doesn't hear it. Breday will need to be the hero. He's so clutch. So clutch. We've seen him do this many times. Sitting over top of the diffuser that he himself carried into the site. He'll look for one. Gets the Wamai, plays off of Kansan perfectly, turns around, doesn't engage. He'll have to deal with the bearing 9 through the bars, wasting time. 12 seconds. 7 seconds is the magic number. Grixer going over there. He's almost out of time himself. He'll have to get on that diffuser. There you go. Breday will need to do it, and he's got it in his path. He can't stick it. There's nowhere near enough time, and it might be a Pyrrhic victory for the Soniqs, but the round goes in BDS's favor.
The push-up here on Soda Machine from Alems is tenuous, but Shaiko's in. It's a full repel. And oh no, the nade gets the player in cafeteria, and the second is felled by Renshiro. It's just Yeti and Super now, and this looks all but certain as rounds go. But Yeti, important kill there on 2 Alems. Brings it a little bit closer. There's a lot of time for the attackers to work with, and they have the control that they want, and the man advantage. The only thing going for the defense is Raphael being on low HP.
So is Renshiro, though. Not quite low HP, but he's had some damage that's done to him. Down goes Super, Shiko a double. Yeti with only 1 kill to his name. He'd broken that streak earlier on. A nice flick playing off of it. But the defuse is going down right next to him. Does Brede know? He does. He's very aware of it. And like that, the first half goes in the books. 5-1 in favor of BDS. The site. Get that diffuser down. It's in the very capable hands of Super, but he's not necessarily as close as he wants to be. Tons of gunfire going out as BDS holds back. Shiko will be the playmaker watching from connector. Yeti dropped from Renshiro, who's still on the spiral staircase, and he'll need to ascend. A long range, but he can easily see into the thermite of Super and to Rexon out on the balcony. Shiko punishing, firing away through the smoke. Rexon goes down. Super on a tiny bit of HP, but through the smoke, he gets punished for it, and Kansan will need to play hero. No time for him to get that diffuser. He's in the midst of the smoke, and he's finished off by an evil eye of all things. A tase to the heart, and it might as well be a dagger because it's match point for BDS.
Do it! He didn't do it. He has it in his pocket. He's holding it right now.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
Still there.
Oh,
go
yeah,
for it. There you go. There you go. He gets it.
it.
BDS 2 big kills to start things off. They are perfect so far through these 8 rounds on opening duels. Their numbers advantage presently stands at 2. Right now, the Soniqs in danger of falling behind the clock with only 20 seconds left. Kansan, a nice pick, though, but he's got to do some more, and he'll confront Shiko. Shiko just doesn't lose, though, as he pivots. Can't do much onto Super. The spray transfer does not work out. Grixer down below, but he doesn't have access to that diffuser, so they just need to play time. Where is Super going to drop? He tries to, but it's cleaned up. A disappointing performance for the North American squad. BDS look as frightening as ever as they win the matchup 7-1.